the life you've always wanted to live, the life I've always wanted. Growing up as kids, we've always had beautiful dreams of what we want to be, the kind of life we want to live, the kind of things we want to achieve in life, the kind of cars we want to drive, the kind of house we want to live in, and the kind of family we want to raise, and the kind of society we want to live in, and what we want to contribute to affect lives. And that was 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, and even maybe 30, 40 years ago. But I want to ask you this question today. Are you currently living that life? Ask yourself, am I really living the dream life I have always wanted? If not, what are you doing about it? Have you allowed the forces of life and the pressure of the society to squeeze out those dreams away from you? And now you just settle for less and give up? Do you know what? When you give up, you stop other people, other generations from benefiting from what you could have done. Maybe the job you would have set up for people, maybe the company you would have built, maybe the life you would have changed through your giving to the less privileged. When you give up, it's because you are just selfish. It's only selfish men that give up. And when I say selfish men, it's cut across gender, be it a man or a woman. You give up because you trust in your own ability. But if you trust in God, you dare not give up. You will continue to pursue those dreams and aspirations. It doesn't matter what life throws at you, because there are people who depends on you. There are people who are looking forward to benefit from what you bring to life. And that's why today I'm calling a call for action, a call to rethink, a call to step up again. You know what? I understand that you've had a fair share of your life trouble, a fair share of those disappointments and of those setbacks, of those pain. But it's time to wake up. I say to you today, it's time to forget the pressure of the past. It's time to forget the disappointment of the past. It's time to forget the failure of the past, because they will only hold you back. Now it's time to concentrate on the present and on the future. You may not be able to change the past, but you are the master of your future. So it's time to look forward to the future. I also dare say to you, it's time to forget the past victory. It's time to forget the past accomplishment. It's time to forget the past success. Because sometimes we dwell so much in these things, in our past accomplishment, and we forget to look forward to the future. We dwell so much in the past success, and we become so comfortable and forget to look into the future. So it doesn't matter where you are right now in your life, what stage you are, whether feeling depressed or not, whether feeling disappointed or not, whether you've not come to your full potential, you can still achieve those dreams. You can recreate your world. I read a book titled Recreating Your World by Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. And there's something interesting I want to read from the book. He said, recreating your world means changing the circumstance of your life, looking at your surrounding conditions and changing them to suit you, taking yourself from a particular level of life to another. You can recreate your world. And another part I want to read as well is, it says, if your word or sphere of contact does not please you, or if you don't like what things are around you, you can change it. In fact, nobody but you can change it. That's why you have to recreate your world. You will need to change things around you to suit the kind of life you want to live. What it means is you can claim your dreams. Just imagine each time you look into your future, each time you look into your future, all you see is disappointment. All you see is the gloom and loom of life. There's nothing good to talk about the future. Each time you have a mental picture, you don't see anything good. Then it's time for you to claim your dream. It's time to claim your future. And it starts by changing your mind. And take, for instance, when you look at your future, what you're seeing is not good. It's time to look for people, someone who can mentor you, who can paint a better picture for you, who can paint a picture of a glorious life for you. And this is the time to start doing that. Like I said, you must start from where you are right now by changing the way you think, by changing your mind. Because you are what you are today as a result of what you're thinking about, or the way what you said. You are a product of your thoughts and of what you said about your life. So it's time to make a change. It's time to shine your life in the direction you want it to go. I hear my mentor say something one day. He talks about, just imagine you you are set on a journey you want to go for. Let's say if you are in this part of the world I am, let's say you live in Mackay, and you or let's say Mackay, and you plan to go to somewhere in Cairns, and you set up early in the morning, you start driving. You start driving, and finally you came to, after like 4 hours, you realize you saw a sign saying way to Brisbane, and you realize you'll be driving in the wrong direction. You realize you'll be going in the wrong direction towards Brisbane, but you were meant to go to Cairns. But what do? You said, okay, now I've started going in the wrong direction. Well, I've already spent 4 hours doing this. Let me just continue in the wrong direction. No, it doesn't find no. You don't do that. What do? You do a U-turn and go in the direction you want to go. So it doesn't matter how life has treated you. It doesn't matter what has come to you in this life. You can recreate your world. It starts from where you are today. Start changing your mind. Start focusing on what is important. Like I said before, the future belongs to you. And if you don't take advantage of what is before you, if you keep looking at the past, you may not get there. So it is, people struggle a lot because they are so comfortable where they are. They don't believe there's a better tomorrow. It's time to put away the struggle. It's time to have a change of mind. It's time to set on the course that you want to go. My mentor once said something. He talks about a pilot on a flight. He says something that when a flight takes off, the pilot knows where they are going. He knows there's a flight plan. He knows they take off from point A, they follow through the flight plan, and it takes them to point B. You understand that? And what it means is when they take off from point A to point B, when the flight takes off, the flight does not always go according to the flight plan because the raging winds, the storm, causes those flights to leave the path. But what does the pilot do? Each time the flight deviates from the path, it's what the pilot what controls it back to the path. When it deviates this way, the pilot moves it back to the path. When it moves this way, it brings it back to the path. So it is in life. You are the pilot of your life. You are the architect of your own life. And this is time. Now is the time to start aligning your life to where you want it to go. It doesn't matter what life throws towards you, pushing you left to right. You must align your life to the purpose you want to achieve. You must align your life, and now is the time. Now is the time to start doing it. You can finish the year strong, and you can start 2023 in a better ground. But you must do something right now that will change tomorrow. Then ask yourself today, after you've heard this, what will you do right now? What changes will you make right now that will affect your tomorrow? Because you should know this. If you don't make any change now, if you don't do anything right now, you better know the next 5 years will still be like this. Try to make a whole change. Try to make a little change. If you make a little change, be sure you will see something different. But if you make no change at all, be sure your 5 years to come and the 10 years to come will remain the same. So it's time for decision. It's time to make that change you want. And it's time to live and start working towards that life you really wanted to live. Anyway, that's it for today. And I just want to share this in. If, by the way, you are looking for something you want to do on the side, because I am a business coach, and I always want to share this opportunity with people to let them know there's other ways to earn. And I've seen people on maternity leave and they rush back to work just barely 2 months so that they can support their family, which is good. I salute those ladies, those parents that do that. But there is another way. There is another way to do this, and you can do something on the online. And if for any reason you don't know what to do, you've ever thought about any on the side, whether you work full time or part time or on a maternity leave, whatever category you are, there's something for you. Just reach out to me. Probably you will see the website on the screen. Log on to those websites and register with your name and address where I will send you the information. And until I come your way another time, keep planning towards your dream. Keep pursuing your goals because you alone can make the change. You alone can replace your world. Nobody else. Have a great day. See you.